Yo, party people. Let's do this. It's a Christmas show. Let's get it on, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. I've got a slight technical issue, but it wouldn't be Way of the Exploding Show if I didn't. Yeah. Hence why it's just me talking to you right now, and you can't hear the normal bevy of wicked tunes coming your way. But that doesn't matter. My personality and my joy at this special Noel time of year should be enough to fill your streams while I load said music and get ready to start the show proper. Good evening to Cookie Chatbot Dev. Big shout out. Ren Mandagorn, you total superstar. Middle-aged Gamer Guy UK. Great to see you. Ken, I noticed that you got censored by the software because you were saying something like yo ho ho or something, which didn't make any sense whatsoever. Anyway, I think we're there. Yeah, the music is here. Everything's going on. We've just got subbed for 21 months so far from the amazing Puddy Cat, you total superstar. Everything is working properly, which is great. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's Christmas. And like a excited little tiny Tim in the good part of A Christmas Carol, when he sees a turkey that's decidedly bigger than himself, I'm feeling really, really happy right now. It's going to be a great show. Supersonic Jim, great to see you. Scooting on over to the Instagram land, saying hello to Apple Macintosh. Hello there, good evening. Chris Pazar, Dr. Oculus VR, good evening, evening. In Instagram land. If you're on Instagram, say hello. Follow Dr. Oculus VR and Co. in chatting. I need to see you chat. Yo. Says Sticks147 on Instagram. And I should go over to the aggregated chat, which I totally forgot about in all of the confusion, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We got here. What I was doing was getting some gifts and gadgets that I intend to share with you and show you what I'm going to be giving people myself as the gadget man over Christmas. Some inspiration for you in the last few days of Christmas. This is the final show before Christmas, hence the Hofmeister is making his appearance. This is my Christmas jumper of choice. Let's drop some tunes. Let's do this. Because it's Christmas. Oh, yeah. Oh. Can I take it to understand that you can't see me? 1 second. Ah! Wait, I've just realised. Just bear with me, I will resolve this technical issue. So wait a second. Let me just rewind the ghetto blaster that is this show, the 80s boombox that is this program. Can I take it to understand that for the last 3 minutes I've been jumping up and down like an idiot, only for you to just hear me and not see me at all? Is that what's been happening? Oh my God. Oh my God, and now it's out of focus, look. That'll be... Why is that? What the fruit is going on? What the fruit? I think it might be because there are so many cool things. Is that... Nah, look. This is really, really weird. Just bear with me 1 second. It might be the autofocus thing. Is that better? I don't know. I've no idea whether that's working or not. Let's have a look. I'm just going to focus on the chair there. Look. Yeah, hang on 1 sec. Let me come around and have a look. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Everything can be resolved given time and the collective tech wizardry of a stream full of geeks. And you know that is a huge term of respect, my friends. Sack the cameraman, says Matt Black Gaming. I would If only it wasn't myself. Look, it doesn't matter. This just becomes another legendary balls up from a gadget guy. And, you know, if you're regular, you know that that's just par for the course, like Dr. Oculus is over on Instagram. And now we've got some 80s music. So everything is feeling great. Marnie is just joining me. Hopefully my daughter didn't see her dad make a total idiot of himself. But it doesn't matter. We've got some great stuff coming up, including, hopefully, a live playthrough of an amazing new game, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just here, welcome to the Instagram crowd. Hello to everyone like Skewy Cat on Twitch, Matt Black Gaming. I've said hello to Middle-Aged Gamer Guy, but I'm not said hello to Janet. How you doing, Psychic Janet, over on YouTube? Brilliant to see the YouTubers hanging in there. If you're on X, let me know. Give me a shout. I've got an aggregated chat that brings together everything from this show, this Way of the Exploding show, and throws it up onto the interweb, serving up an hour of retro-tastic goodness, chat, reviews, music, and of course, the best retro quiz ever created on several platforms, including Twitch, X, Instagram, and YouTube. There you go, I remembered them. Right, it has thrown me a little bit, but I'm going to pull back. I'm going to be the professional broadcaster that you know and love. Because as Matt Black Gaming has just said, he likes the Christmas jumper, and the Hoff would approve. Beautiful. When I was actually researching tonight's show, looking for stuff in the news, I came across something on Instagram, on YouTube, that suggested that there was going to be a movie made of Knight Rider. And I got into the trailer, and I was quite hopeful, only to realise it was one of these AI trailers, and the whole thing was made up. I was really disappointed. Wouldn't that be great if they kind of came back, you know, kind of Kit 3.0 or whatever. Anyway, marvellous stuff. So, what's been going on? Well, in the run-up to Christmas, this, of course, is our Christmas show, ladies and gentlemen, which is why we've got this incredibly expensive tree, which I'm very careful with. It has actually got lights, but they're not very bright, so you can't really see them. I thought it was quite bijou and stylish. I would put it there, look, but then I can't move my mouse, so I'm just going to put it on my posh new computer up there. There you go, pop it there. I am, of course, as noted, by Matt Black Gaming, wearing the Christmas jumper. I hope you're wearing your Christmas jumpers and you're wearing some Christmas cheer like Dean21 and Sam Toothy. How you doing, Sam? Hey! Mate, get to bed early, Sam. You need to be up nice and early for my coffee tomorrow morning. You know what I'm talking about. Great to see you, mate. So we're going to hit some UK garage tunes. These are from my new, I was going to say it's the November playlist. It still feels new to me. We've only played it about 3 times. Some great tunes on this. This is a bit dour. We'll go to this next one. With a 90s UK garage flavour in the house. And loads more to happen. But the important thing is the quiz. The quiz is where it's at, people. And yes, it's a Christmas-themed quiz today. Because this is my Christmas show. I'm actually going to be seeing friends and family around about Christmas, and I didn't feel I could do you justice come next Friday. So this is the pre-Christmas show, and then the quickest Sunday, next Sunday, the quickest Sunday after Christmas, I'll be back, and we can share what prezzies we got, which reminds me, actually, I need to show you some prezzies that I'm intending on giving people, and we can compare notes. Sound like a plan? Absolutely marvellous. Lovely, lovely. Right, so let's share those prezzies. Now, you remember last week, was it this one? Yes, I showed you this, which is called Zuru Max Retro. Is this camera going to work? It's really not going to focus, is it? No, the autofocus is not on today for some reason. So we'll just hold it here so you can see it. And it's a 162-piece kind of Lego style, mini Lego style puzzle in a lovely little sphere. Beautifully presented, really inexpensive. Folks, let us know in chat. Have a look on Amazon right now. They're less than 10 quid. These are the perfect gift for the retro lover in your life. And again, I'm really annoyed that I can't focus them in. But this is the problem with this Sony camera, right? It does this once in a while. When I've used it for doing other stuff, it does this thing where it just gets rid of the autofocus. Yo, Sam Toothy there, acknowledging that he's going to get his beauty sleep. In your new flat, mate. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow morning, my main man. But yeah, you can get all kinds of cool things. And what I didn't recognise was, hang on 1 second, was that all along last week rather, when I was showing you this one, which I believe, what is this one? Oh yeah, it was the arcade machine. Can you see that there? I actually got another one. I've got another one I'm going to be giving to one of my family members. Hopefully they're not watching. It's not for Marnie, this one, so that's all right. And this one is the CRT TV. Can you see that? So you make up out of, in this case, is that another 162? 168. 168 pieces in this one. You make a retro CRT TV. There's also a MacBook, and there's a ghetto blaster, a telephone, and a Polaroid camera. We like that. In case you want to find it on the old Amazon, someone will put it in chat, I'm sure. But it's called Zuru Max Premium Bricks Retro Line. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Okay, cool. What else? What other gifts am I giving? Just don't go. $7.99, Putty Cat said. Thank you very, very much. 2 seconds. 1 second. Let me go. Now, here is something quite interesting. This is super cool, actually. I want to remind you of something that we had on the show, if you can still hear me, a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, we featured this, all right, which is super cool, Stuntman Stu. And of course, why am I recommending it to you? Well, you'll know if you hail from the 80s or even the 70s, actually. It's kind of it's a spin-off, a reimagining, let's say, of the famous Evel Knievel toy that just about every single kid wanted in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. And it's really, really good. It works just like Evel Knievel did. You get a ramp, you can get some jumps, you can smash through some bricks. You can get different varieties of these things. I'm holding it back because the focus seems to be about here. Including cars and stuff, and they all explode and bits fly off them. We featured this heavily on the show. In fact, I need to get Tall Man with Glasses' opinion on what he thinks about the car one. But anyway, it's a really, really good Prezi for, believe it or not, I think, the retro-inspired adult in your life, and obviously a kid, but it's a great reimagining of a classic toy that many of us absolutely loved. Okay, right, cool. Put that down there. Now, another gift that I'm going to be giving. Really happy with this. Now, I've been doing some research for an event that I'm doing. Let me just check the sound. Oh, it's a bit loud, isn't it? I've been doing some research on an event I'm doing in the new year at the Olympia Exhibition Centre called the Ideal Home Exhibition that many of you all know. I'm curating a smart stage, so I'm getting to play with a whole bunch of really cool tech that I'm going to find, much of which I've already found, and feature on stage and sort of present it to audiences over about 10 days. And this is one of the devices that I've got hold of. It's absolutely brilliant. This thing will fit on just about any back door or front door lock internally, right? And it replaces the function of a key with smart functionality. So you can walk up to the door outside, you can enter a code into a keypad that looks a little bit like that. This also has a camera where it can recognize your face. So you can have face recognition access for your family, but of course it won't open for other people. I think it's really, really cool. One of the things I love about it is the retrofit nature of it, and it's actually incredibly easy to use. So that's another thing I'm going to be featuring next year. I'll tell you more about that in the new year at the Ideal Home Exhibition. But I've been playing with this and I absolutely love it. I've got a couple of them, and someone in my family is going to be getting this for Christmas. I won't tell you who, because then they'd know. And then my final recommendation for those of you looking for a last minute buy to find for someone special, maybe yourself. Watermelon, yes, this is Michael Knight. It's the Hofmeister on my Christmas jumper. And it says, nighttime is the right time. I couldn't agree more. Now, this is an original Soundburger from about 1988 or 1990. And believe it or not, it's a vertically mounted record player. I want to be very careful that I don't damage it getting out because that's the original box. It might even be younger. Could someone just Google Soundburger for me? Soundburger. And find out, it's from Audio Technica, when it was actually released. Now, the swing arm is in there, the needle is in there, and you grab a record. I would grab one from down there, but I think given the time that we haven't got, I need to move on. And the record goes in here, so the record is external, and then the internal section of the vinyl gets played by this needle inside. It's an incredible thing. You've got different speeds there. Look, the batteries are still working. Look, how about that? That would actually work if I played it. That's incredible. And you can also plug headphones into it. And the idea is, I mean, I think you'd be absolutely insane to do so, but you could actually carry it, which is just nuts. Anyway, I have featured this on the show before. We've talked about it. And I'm happy to say that these things have been reissued, including, I believe, Bluetooth. They're really affordable. I don't know how much, and affordable is such a relative term, so I'll leave it up to you to look for it. But you can get them, and I think they're an amazing device. Good grief. Originally released in 1983, the Audio Technica Soundburger. Isn't that a thing? That is so cool, isn't it? So nice. So the idea of this being Bluetooth means that you're taking what is a relatively okay sort of vinyl signal, and then you're pumping it into something via Bluetooth that can actually, give you some clarity, give you some mids and some bass, which of course, plugging your headphones into this isn't absolutely ideal. You can use sort of normal phono cables off this one, which you might be able to do on the modern interpretation of it. All I'll say though is the modern interpretation of this is indistinguishable in product design terms than this. They look absolutely identical, but one is modern and has Bluetooth, and you probably plug it in to charge it, I don't know, whereas this one actually takes batteries. Anyway, there you go. It's a Soundburger from Audio Technica, and I'm just saying, get it and recommend it. If you need some more pre-Christmas recommendations, and again, I am ruthlessly plugging it, then check out the Christmas special. In fact, there's about 3 Christmas special editions all throughout December of the Gadget Show podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm wearing another wicked Christmas jumper in the Christmas special. It involves the brilliant Otis, the ever erudite Mr. John Bentley. Res Hex, how you doing, bro? Good to see you. It's my son in chat. I'm honoured to have you in chat, man. I hope you're having a great time, man. Oh, the card's gone off again. We're having a problem with that Elgato card. Anyway, you get the idea. Look at the Gadget Show podcast, video or audio. Let's see if this works again. Look. How strange. How strange that we do that. So weird. So weird. Well, hopefully that'll come back on any second. There we go. Yeah, that's a worry, isn't it? Oh my God, what's going on? Damn, I'm so sorry, folks. I am so sorry. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut to the next item, which isn't working either. There we go. No, let's have a look. 2 seconds. I'm going to try and bring up a game feed. Just bear with me, folks. Is that working? Nope. Oh, good God. Right, hang on 1 second. What an absolute nightmare. What a shame. I'm so sorry. Right, let's just check if this is charging. Yep, that's definitely charging. I have no idea why that failed. Could it be? A lack of power, no idea. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. It really does throw me off a little bit. Oh, I'm really, really sorry. Yeah, no, what a shame. Really, really annoying. Yo Hex says, Watermelon 46. What a shame. I'm really, really annoyed. I've put in so much effort into making this an extra special Christmas show. But look, let's not let it get us down. Right, I'll just give you some more tunes there. All right, hopefully the camera will continue. Make sure you tell me in chat if it doesn't. Okay, hello to David Martin, Gronk Rob, Dr. Oculus. Yeah, I'll get onto it, mate. 200 quid for the sound burger that I've just featured. Although this is the 1983 version and we're talking about the remake. That is currently available on eBay for 160 quid, according to Dr. Oculus, which I think, it's big Prezi money. It's not, it's not a small amount. I'm not pretending it's not, but pretty cool. Okay, cool, right. Let's look over on let's just make sure that I've not missed your brilliant comments. Yes, Watermelon, it is all part of the fun. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this game down, right? And then I'm going to restart it, all right? Because what I want to do now is something of a game review of a brand new game that many of you will be familiar with. It's just been developed by a friend of this show. Quang is one of the programmers and developers on this project. Can you tell me in chat if you can hear this game? And then the next thing we're going to try and do is see if we can see it. Just bear with me.
Terminator 2D. No fate.
How weird. I had it all. There we go. Have you got it, folks? Can you see it? Are you able to see it? The next thing is it going to work? Just give me a second. Okay, cool. There we go. Right. Okay, right. We'll go to should we go to story mode? Let's go to story mode. That should be fun. We'll make it nice and easy. So this is an incredible new game that I know many of you have been waiting for. Can I just pop into chat and politely ask you if, because I've got so much running, it's going to be very difficult. If you can answer me really quickly, can you hear this effectively? Can you hear me? Can you hear the music? And can you hear the game? Although there's not much happening in the game. Yes, T2 and sound. Good. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Love that. Love that. Thank you so much. Let me just pour some tea. If you've just joined, then welcome to a rather technically challenged episode of Wave the Exploding Show, but you're still very, very welcome. I'm going to get my energy back up because all of this tomfoolery has somewhat distracted me as we now play story mode in the brilliant Terminator 2D No Fate, which, as I said earlier, is the excellent work of a very, very good friend of mine. Now, there is music, a really, really good musical soundtrack that accompanies this game. But in order to talk to you and focus, I thought I'd turn it down. But the music is absolutely brilliant. Wow. So this is an interesting opening. It does take place in multiple Terminator universes, if that makes sense. Right. Now, as you might have noticed, melee is left trigger. Left trigger. Aim, left trigger. Okay. Melee is Y, sorry. Shoot is X. What else have we got? Get some music going on. There's so many things going on there. It's hard to focus. Jump. I'm just going to have to do it. I'm just going to have to focus and see if I can just get it done. Because as you can see, I have not... Have I got any bullets? Yeah. I have not played this. The whole point was, if I'd not been so blooming distracted, LT, left trigger. Oh, I see, right. Then I would have been able to concentrate. Oh, yeah, I love it. I love the way Sarah Connor just sort of grabs it and jumps down. I always sort of immensely, hugely fancied Sarah Connor, which I'm sure many of you did. Is that meant to be that? Right, there we go. I was just testing if I could do that. In fact, it's no coincidence that my wife actually looks a little bit like Sarah Connor. I'm going to be honest with you. That is a thing. That was the melee function. I'm supposed to shoot that, am I? Am I supposed to shoot that? Oh, right. Okay, what is that?
Checkpoint.
A checkpoint. Well, you answered my question. So, if you've just joined, you're listening, you're watching Wave the Exploding Show. Slide. Well, yeah, but and this is a quick playthrough of the opening stages. of Terminator 2D, No Fate, which and I'm sure, along with many of you, have been melee is why. Waiting for months. The last time I saw it was I missed out on a Terminator 2 face there. Was at Play Expo in Blackpool. When I didn't get to play it, I just got to see it. Now, Kwang and the team, certainly Kwang was involved in another one of my favourite games, which was a new release, believe it or not, for the Mega Drive called Xeno Crisis. Has anyone out there played that? It's a really good game. I'm probably missing all kinds of power-ups. Checkpoint. We're doing quite well considering that I'm chatting at the same time. Oh, is that a grenade? No. Let him do that. I mean, to be fair, I have got it on the easy setting though, haven't I? It probably helps. What's he putting down there? I don't know why I'm using so many bullets, actually. I should probably just... This is a very easy level, you can tell. A very easy setting, rather. So you only get 3 lives, which is probably best, considering how many times I've been shot. And you can... I think you can get... Not other lives, but these power-ups.
Checkpoint.
Is that what the checkpoint is, do you think? Or there are power-ups available? Oh, that's Connor. Let's get him.
Warning. Warning.
Okay, right. Okay, well, that was rather marvellous. So if you've just joined us, welcome to Way of the Exploding Show, the show that's all about retro and the appreciation of 80s and 90s culture, 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit gaming, wicked synth-based drum machine music, amazing 80s and 90s movies, because that's when all the best movies were made. We've even made our own movie, which I'll tell you about later on. I'll show you the link to it when we're not full screen playing it. This brilliant game, which, by the way, is called Terminator D2, No Fate, and has just been released on Steam. On Switch 2, you can play it as well. Xbox, PS4, and PS5. And yeah, we've got a bit of a Christmas special going on, hence the Hofmeister is making his debut. In a whole family of bad guys here.
Termination imminent.
Was that termination imminent? That's not good, is it? So my health has steadily been going down. Oh, am I going to be able to get him out? Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Level cleared. Not bad. And what we will do is, as we go to the next level even, I'll see if I can get into the... what do you call it? Settings. See if I can get the audio on, but... There we go, yeah. Right, so I'll just stop our audio. Does that sound? Can you hear that? That's better, isn't it? No. I don't want to quit. Resume. There we go. Now you can hear the music. I'm going to play this for about another 3 minutes and I'm going to get back to the show. In fact, we're going to start the quiz tonight. The quiz is going to be brilliant. If you've just joined, welcome to the show. My camera's gone off, but now I'll just get rid of Mini Jace, actually. I'll come back to the camera. It doesn't matter. We'll just carry on playing so you've got a bit of a flavour. I'll just keep going and see if I don't die. Oh, I get it though. Still can't get it though. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I get it, right, okay. Get rid of that dog. And I go down there. Oh man. I'm like a police officer. I'm taking it. to the body several times, unfortunately. I don't see why I should be shooting security guards. Feels a bit unkind, but anyway. So as I said earlier, why not open that? Scary. This game takes place in multiple T2 and T1 parts of the Terminator universe. Fictional and based on the movie.
Checkpoint.
And it features John Connor. And it features obviously the Terminator. Some really cool sequences involving the Terminator chase sequence through the kind of LA, what do you call it? What do I need to do here? Where the water runoff is, you know, with the motorbike and the what am I supposed to do there? And loads of big bosses and, you know, evil robotic creations and stuff. Most from the franchise, but some invented within the terms of the license. Anyway, there you go. That is Terminator 2D. No fate. Marvellous stuff. Marvellous stuff. I'm probably going to try and come out of that now because I believe that in fact, we'll leave it there actually while I just try and get the camera back on. Because I believe my camera's not working again, which is an absolute blooming nightmare. Do the trick. The truth is, I really don't know if it does do the trick or not. We'll find out. There we go. Okay, cool. Terminator D2, marvelous stuff. Thank you so much. I'm still out of focus, but I don't care. That's the least of my problems. What we need to do is turn off this rather menacing music, which is very much appreciated, though. Superb work there from Quang and the guys. Excellent stuff. Oh, right, okay. Hi, the grey hair. Late joining. I had a sound burger back in the day. It's still in the loft. That's nice. We should get it out. I should also say that this sound burger is the property of my good friend, DJ Tim of Utah Saints. And over the years, he's lent me various cool things that I could get to play with and stuff. And it would be churlish of me to pretend to get in focus there. But that is actually my sound burger, it's his. But I'm actually very much in the market. Is that better? Yeah. It's a better focus, isn't it? To get one of the new Bluetooth ones. Anyway, Cube Photos is in the house. Dr. Oculus VR is still there. Ash the Hobo is too. If I spin down, Aberdeen Al. Sarah on Instagram. That's interesting. Nice to see you. DJ Steve Edwards. And... Agalonada. Okay, right, saying they are ready for the quiz. Right, yeah, Janet, are we looking okay now? Brilliant. What system is it for? Do you mean the game, Rob? If you mean the game, Terminator 2D No Fate is available for Steam. So any PC and Steam Deck, of course. I can't wait to play it on my Steam Deck. That's the first time I've played it. I literally bought it today. The idea was, had we not had all these technical problems that have kind of thrown me a little bit, was to do a kind of unboxing playthrough sort of idea. But anyway, we did that. We got there. Also, PS4, PS5 and Switch 2 and Xbox. All right. So, welcome. If you're new, well, you've come just at the right time because you are about to witness Wave Exploding Quiz. And it's a special edition today. It's the Christmas edition, hence the jumper, hence the tree. So the questions are going to be... kind of Christmassy in nature. Not exclusively in all of them, but most of them. It'll sort of make sense as we roll into question number one. I ask you a question. You tell me which of these answers, just write it out in text, not the whole answer, but whatever you think it must be. What distinction, that's me being distracted, does Stay Another Day by A17 hold as a UK Christmas number one? Okay, so what's distinct about it? Is it the first boy band Christmas number one? Is it the longest running festive chart topper? Could it be a Christmas number one with no Christmas lyrics? Or is it the only Christmas number one with snowfall in the video? Okay. over to you. Let me know in the chat. I can see many of you answering. Agaleonada, are you answering questions? If you are, you need to put your answers into the Instagram chat area. Thank you, Dr. Oculus, for cutting and pasting the link to No Fate, the Terminator game that I've just been playing. Hopefully the levels were right. It was very difficult for me to manage it all. I hope it kind of came across okay. It plays so nice with that Xbox controller in particular. That sort of lovely arcade mode feel is beautiful, and so much more. It traverses so many different aspects of the Terminator universe. So there we go. Okay, so many of you have had a chance to answer. What time is it? We better get on with it. God, I never realised it's all those technical problems have thrown me. Right, question number 2. Which UK show premiered Do They Know It's Christmas in December 1984? Was it Top of the Pops, The Old Grey Whistle Test, BBC Radio 1 Breakfast Show featuring Mike Reed, or Capital Radio Breakfast? Which one of those was the first show? I mean, you're going to be guessing because I definitely didn't know. If I wasn't Quizmaster General, I definitely would not know the answer to that. So there you go. The first UK airing of Do They Know It's Christmas in December 1984 was on what platform? Okay, question number 2. Question number 3, here we go. Which synthesizer? Eds is just following up, by the way, Eds, on X. Good to see that, my friend. Absolutely marvellous. Good to see that, buddy. And Mr. Juice is in the house as well. Great to see you too. Great to see you. Magic Night as well. Got a full house. It's great. Yeah. So which synthesizer provides the opening synth sequence for Last Christmas? All right, by Wham. Are you listening to the tinkling of the keys on a Yamaha DX7, a Fairlight, the Roland Juno 60, or the Oberheim OBXA? I never said it was going to be easy. And also, making hard questions, challenging questions, with a retro 80s, 90s theme and a little sprinkle of Christmassiness is not easy. Not easy. I'm going to make this easy. I'm going to say it's an analog synthesizer. So you can change your answer. I'm trying to give you a sneaky aid there. As opposed to an FM synth. Yeah. Yeah. Good. So if you want to adjust your answers. Well, remember I said that. It'd be interesting to come back to it. Question number 4 in tonight's Wave Exploding quiz. Posh, that one, isn't it? I've just done some artwork on it. How much was this Commodore 64 listed for in 1982? Dixon's Christmas catalogue. That is the listings page. I've actually amalgamated it so that you can see the Commodore 64 and the description of it. The Commodore 64K RAM computer. It's all there, but I've fuzzed out the price in there. Apple Macintosh is in there. J Tierman 95. I love it. Hello Jeff, good to see you. Graham Rushmer, and yeah, loads of you answering. Skewy Cat, Ren, Eds, Magic Knight, Mr. Juicy. Are you still there, Ken? Are you still in town? Let me know, Ken, if you're still with us. I think you are. Ken, I've been working very hard on the movie. You'll be really impressed. I've been making real progress. There'll be plenty to talk about post-Christmas. Ken, you and I should maybe talk this week regarding the sort of expectations around editing the movie come the first week in January. All right? Making real progress, my friend. Anyway, right now, How much was the Commodore 64 in this Dixon's catalogue from 1982? It's actually the 82-83 Christmas period catalogue. $229.99, $149.99, $199.99, or $299.99. It's difficult, isn't it? Because, you know, you remember the goddamn thing. You probably owned one, or your mate did. That's the movie that we've just been talking about, by the way, controlaidelete.net. But you're not sure what the price was now. It's, you know, what is it, 40 years later or whatever. Controlaidelete.net is a brilliant movie which we made. Many of us in this chat, on the chat. And I'm on this beautiful brand new computer. I've got to do a shout out to Scan. They sorted me out to help me edit the movie because it was melting my old computer. Yeah, I'm editing it currently, and we're not far away from having a kind of watchable version sometime at the beginning of Q2 in 2026. So it's going to be a thing to look forward to in 2026. And maybe, Ken, we should do a kind of Christmas, New Year, a New Year show after this one. And we'll talk about the movie then. That would be more appropriate. But anyway, if you want to back the movie, which means that you could just go sort of 16 quid, get the digital download, pay a bit more, you can get a Blu-ray, but 16 quid, relatively small amount of money. You'll get to download the movie. Your name will be in the credits. And that Kickstarter is still open at that website, ctrlaidelete.net. Question number 5 in tonight's Where the Exploding Quiz. Which 80s TV show featured a Prince of Wales Award competition? I'm going to help you out. I'm going to say for innovation. For innovation. Is it Tomorrow's World? Is it Think of a Number? Is it Equinox, or maybe the computer program? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. And for those of you just joining, then welcome to the show. Welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. It's a special Christmas version. We've had every technical issue you could possibly imagine. From the camera regularly turning itself off, which is a really weird thing that's been happening. It actually happens now when I'm filming with it. I think it's developed a fault, which is really annoying. I might just buy a new battery, see if that does it. We've had issues where the game wouldn't play. It's been really, really confusing, but we got through it. We've looked at some great ideas for Christmas gifts under 10 quid. These amazing retro mini brick things where you can make a CRT TV, a boombox, or in this case, oh yeah, that's the CRT TV, or in this case, an arcade machine. Great gift, $8.99. Someone in chat told us you can get them on Argos. We've looked at the OG 1983. Oh, the battery's going for that. Soundburger, which is a record player, and the record comes externally, which is really, really cool. These are now available. They've been remade with the Bluetooth option by Audio Technica. That's more pricey. That's more like 150 quid. That's a main present for a loved one. We've also looked at this, which is a way of turning any normal door, just about any door. They say that they work with like 90-something% of available doors. 99% of door locks they'll work with. And it means you can automate your front door or back door security. And when you pair it with this thing here, which is called, it's by a company called SwitchBot. This is called the keypad vision. You can actually either put in a number, or you can just look at it, it recognise your face and let you in. There's all kinds of really cool security features should you get to the point where it's running out of a battery, which is probably the first thing you thought about. But these are all fun gifts that we've talked about, and this one as well, Stuntman Stew, which is something for kids and big kids alive. It's a kind of reimagining, I reckon, of Evel Knievel. So that plus a game plus lots of chat. We've had a good show, so now we can move on. Question number 6. Which 80s Christmas movie featured Christmas in Hollis? Prominently on its soundtrack. I wrote this. I don't know what's going on with me. Prominently on its soundtrack. Now, Christmas in Hollis, in case you're not familiar with it, is by Run DMC. Did that hip-hop, early 80s hip-hop track with a Christmas feel appear in Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, Beverly Hills Cop 2, or Gremlins? Good evening, Jay and Blends. Great to see you. Thank you for sending me the files the other day. It was very nice of you. I really appreciate that. Have you got did you send me the other files for the what's it, the the car park shop. We're talking about the movie, folks. We're talking about this movie, in case what I'm saying doesn't make any sense. We're referring to Control AI Delete, the movie that we're making. I told you that people in chat are involved. Well, here's one of the special effects guys. Let me know, mate. If you did, it'll still be there on WeTransfer and I can grab it. Question number 6. Right, question number 7. Which famous Christian Christmas song does Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC sample? Now, it samples many songs, but only one of them is on that list. So which famous Christmas song does Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC sample? I say sample. It might not necessarily be a sample. That probably is, because, you know, they were sampling vinyl, weren't they? It might be that they kind of play it. They tinker the melody. Is it Joy to the World, O Little Town of Bethlehem, Hark Thou Old Angels Sing, or O Come All Ye Faithful? If you know this, you're a better person than I. If you know this, you are a true 80s, 90s uber geek. I'll be gobsmacked because it's very subtle. But anyway, and remember, I should have said this. You can't Google. If you're Googling on this competition, then you're ruining it for yourself. All right. Blueberries just joined us. Big MWC 78 T Park. Okay. Hi, Janet. Okay. Question number 8. A movie that dominated the UK home video rental market throughout 1988, including the Christmas period. So when they took the reckoning in the Christmas period in 1988 as to what had dominated the charts, which of these do you think it was? Top Gun, Lethal Weapon, Highlander, or Dirty Dancing? You don't know. You can't carry that kind of knowledge around in your head, but you can make an educated guess. You can make an educated guess. And I fact checked this, and I know I have a source that's very reliable. But I just would not have known. So good luck to you. Are we all getting ready for Christmas? Is it going to be a good one? Are you going to see friends and family? What are you hoping to find under your tree? Let me know what you're hoping to find under your tree. What has Santa got in mind for you? Have you been naughty? Have you been nice? Are you going to get what you want? Every year, I say to myself, I want to go along and to Selfridges, which is where they, in the UK, exclusively stock the We Are Rewind. The We Are Rewind, which is this super duper kind of remaking of the, I'll try and bring it into chat. We Are Rewind. Of the original Sony Walkman. They've actually just produced a Ghetto Blaster, actually. I'll try and grab it, and it's these web files, which is absolutely useless, isn't it? Is that any good? Nowadays, you can't seem to just grab an image. It's never easy, is it? It's always a pain in the arse trying to just grab an image of it. Nowadays, everything's like behind a kind of web code wall. Yeah, all these web files, webby files. God damn it! All right, .jpeg. Yeah, that's what I fancy. What do you fancy? You letting me know? I'd like to know what you want for Christmas, what you're hoping to find. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. It won't give me a file. No, it'll just give me these web files. God damn it. Literally, every image I'm clicking on is a web file. No. I've written JPEG into the... What's it? Is that it? Is that going to work? Is that going to work? No. God damn it. Such a beautiful device. I'd love to show you it. But I tell you what, I can't show you it. It's going to take too long. I don't need to, though, because I gave it... I pitched it. Or did I pitch it, or did Susie pitch it? One of us pitched it in the new episode of the Gadget Show podcast. So if you want to see what the hell I'm talking about, it's called We Are Rewind, and it's the thing I would most like for Christmas. And every time I go to London at Christmas time, I want to buy myself one, then go and watch the Gadget Show podcast. It's absolutely epic. Right, question number 9. Name the black and gold. Oh, by the way, you can find that on Spotify, Apple, podcast thingy, or YouTube. Name the black and gold rally burner in this 1985 Christmas catalogue. So there's a catalogue, look, and somewhere in there, there is the name, you can't see it because I've got rid of it, of this particular rally burner. The one I'm referring to is the top right. It's right for me, but it's the black and gold one. Is it an ultra burner? Is it a mega burner? Is it a night burner? Or is it a super burner? What was that called? I think I found a picture of the We Are Rewind thingy. I'm just going to write it down. We Are Rewind. I wonder if I can get away with buying myself one this year. I always feel guilty buying myself stuff, you know what I mean? Well, there's so much to buy for everyone else, isn't there? Oh, there it is. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. I'll just get rid of the question. Bring it down here. There we go. That's what it looks like. It's not the best picture, but it's all I could find in the circumstances. There we go. Let's get that in the middle. There you go. It's a reimagining of the original Sony Walkman. It's got a sort of homage to the orange button, although it looks like it's yellow, which of course was used to talk to the person on the second set of headphones input on the original machine. But I just love the idea of whacking on my belt with some cool foam speakers, you know, headphones, sorry, orange headphones, and enjoying my cassette collection. Anyway, there you go. Just thought I'd show you that. Right, we've looked at question number 9, and I think now we're on to the final question of tonight's quiz. It's been loads of fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed sharing this with you. I'm really sorry for all the technical problems, but look, it is what it is. I ain't the BBC, you know what I mean? I've got limited resources. Okay, what item does Kevin use to scare off Marv in the 1990 Christmas blockbuster Home Alone? I'm gonna give that film a round of applause. A cardboard cutout, a stereo system, a VHS film, a mirror and torch. Marv is of course one of the 2 assailants that attempt to break in, the burglars, and obviously Kevin uses various subterfuge devices and creative ways of trying to scare them. All right, so there we go. You like that, Mr. Juicy? Good, I'm glad you like that. Let me know in chat, and then we're going to bomb back in a minute. I'm going to see what the answers are. I'm going to have to do it quite quickly because all of this fun has cost us quite a bit of time, and I know you've all got lives to go to. So to say again, we're going to be away next Sunday, so there's no show next Sunday. So 2 weeks today I'll be back, and I'll be finding out what you got for Christmas and all the rest of it, which is rather good. Okay, bomb over to Instagram, which I've brilliantly not managed to turn off today. Thanks, Apple Macintosh, I really appreciate that. Great, good stuff. All right, well done. So that's the end of the quiz, folks. You're watching Way of the Exploding Show. We've just finished the Way of the Exploding quiz, the Christmas special. Well done, everyone. I hope you had a good time. Let's have a look now. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go through the questions again, tell you what the right answers are, then want you to sound off if you've got it right. So question number 1, you write 1/1. That would mean you got it right. 0/1, which would mean you got it wrong, etc., etc. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Are you off now, Rob? All right, good to see you, mate. What distinction does Stay Another Day have in terms of Christmas number ones? It is, of course, the only Christmas number one with no Christmas. Okay, it's not the only one, but its distinction in this list is that it's a Christmas number one with no Christmas lyrics in it. Okay, so that's describing an element of that song. Well, it wasn't the first boy band Christmas number one. It wasn't the longest running festive chart topper, and it's definitely not the only Christmas one with Christmas number one with snowfall in it. But it is a true statement of fact that it does not have Christmas lyrics. There we go. So what have we got? We've got 1 out of 1 for Floof Monkey. Well done to you. Grey Hair gets 1 out of 1 too. 0 for Skewy and Mr. Juicy. And Addicted, 1 out of 1. Well done to Ken. Middle-aged gamer guy. Nothing just yet. And Ren. No scores on the doors. Psychic Janet starting off really, really well, as is Rob. Ed's not quite on the scores just yet. Okay, question number 2. Which UK show premiered Did They Know It's Christmas? It was BBC Radio 1 Breakfast Show with Mike Reid. Give yourself a score out of 2. Yes, I understand that, iQuail, but I'm saying what statement is true of that record. 2 out of 2 for the grey hair, Mr. Juicy, 1 out of 2. Addicted to Retro is 1 out of 2. Darth Fogg gets 1 out of 2. 0 out of 1. 0 out of 2 for Skewy Cat. 2 out of 2 for Floof. 1 out of 2 for Rob. Ren gets 0. 1 for Quail. Tiny Devil doing not so well on that question. She's getting 1 out of 2 so far. Ed's not getting any scores yet. Janet off to an absolutely brilliant start with 2 out of 2 and 0 for middle-aged gamer guy. Grey hair saying, I had a school buddy called Mike Reid in my class in the 1980s. That must have been absolutely awesome. Let me just... Where's my mouse? There it is. There it is. And we've got some good scores coming out of Instagram. We've got 0 out of 2. Oh, no, actually, we haven't. We've got some scores, but they're not good. 0 out of 2 for Apple Macintosh and Big Mac as well. Good stuff. Okay. Let me just see what else we've got. Well, where's my machine? There we go. Right, good. On to question number 3. Which synthesizer provides the instant recognisable opening of Last Christmas? How anyone knew this, I've no idea. Did you know it? I tried to help you by saying it's an analog synth. Someone was saying, yeah, lots of you saying Yamaha DX7, which is an FM synth, which is why I said no, it's an analog synth. It was a subtle clue. It was the Roland Juno 60. All I will say is that George Michael was famous for using or having a preference for the Juno 60. Lovely bit of kit. I've got the one of its predecessors, the Roland SH101 down there, which shares a similar architecture. We're going to move on. We'll look at your scores at 5, if that's okay. How much was this Commodore 64 listed for in the 1982 Dixon's Christmas catalogue? Now, you may recall the clickbaity title to this week's episode, which was Christmas 82. This cost how much? And as you know, each week I try to resolve what the clickbaity title refers to, and it refers to this. The correct answer for that Commodore 65 in Dixon's catalogue, 82/83, was in fact £229.99, which is a lot of money, isn't it? So if we got that right, we'll look in a minute. We're going to go to question number 5 quickly, and then we'll sound off at 5, if that's okay. Which 80s TV show featured a Prince of Wales award competition? And then if you remember, I gave you a little clue and I said for innovation, which for me moves it away from think of a number, definitely away from Equinox. Maybe could be the computer program, but it's not. It's Tomorrow's World. So now let's sound off. Out of 5, please. What have you got out of 5? What have you got out of 5? Let's have a look. I'm just going to move my mouse to have a look. First one out of 5 is going to be Darth Fargle. 4. 1 for Skewy. 3 for Addicted to Retro. Well done. Ren Mandigorn gets a very, okay 2 out of 5. Very okay. Is that even a thing? Floof Monkey. Looking very confident with 4 out of 5. Quail 2. 3 for Tiny Devil Games. Middle-aged gamer guy gets 0 out of 5. Eds gets 2. And Psychic doing possibly the best you've ever done so far with 5 out of 5. Rob also 4 out of 5. Very convincing, great stuff. Moving down to question number 6. Which 80s Christmas movie featured Christmas in Hollis prominently on its soundtrack? The answer is, of course, well, it's Die Hard, isn't it? Lots of people forget that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. He is, of course, going to visit his ex-wife in LA, and that's sort of partially why he's kind of freaked out, because is he from Chicago, where obviously it would be snowing, and it's so hot and otherworldly in LA. It's part of the sort of disenfranchisement of him and his marriage and all the rest of it, which is why when he starts having to kick some ass, it's especially interesting. Right, well done. We're going to move on scores wise because we're definitely running late tonight. Which famous Christmas song does Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC sample? And so many of you got it right, and I don't know how. I was trying to put you off by saying I don't know what I said, because I could see you all saying Joy of the World. I think one person said Joy of the World and then everyone copied them, because I can't believe that even 50% of you would know that because it's so specific. And I've played that track multiple times. At Christmas, I play it on my Street Sounds radio show. I played it this Friday, just gone. My radio show, by the way, on the Street Sounds radio app is on every Friday at 1 p.m. and it's cool as. I play 3 hours and I play electro and 80s groove, boogie, funk, P-funk, hip-hop. And then I have a house hour, but it's 90s early house. I also chuck in some brand new tunes, actually, that we call the Street Sounds Radio Tunes of the Week. They are often really, really good tunes, always in an 80s and 90s flavour. Anyway, we'll do scores in a minute. I'm nattering on. We'll do them out of 8. Movie that dominated the UK home video rental market throughout 1988, including the Christmas period. Okay, that was Dirty Dancing. And I triple checked it. It's a hard one to find. So now let's get some scores out of 8. We'll do all the scores now out of 8. Bring them to me. What have you got out of 8? Sorry to ignore those of you that are very diligently saying what you got out of 7. Skewy Cat got 4 out of 8 so far. Okay, so what else have we got? 6 for Mr. Juicy. So potentially a contender in tonight's show if they keep up a good score routine. 4 out of 8 for the grey hair. 5 for Addicted. Fargle, 6. Ren gets 4. 6 for Floof Monkey. 6 for Silent Devil Games. 2 for Middle-Aged Gamer Guy. Aqua gets 4. And we've got 3 for Apple Markintosh and Big MWC. So that's looking good. Janet's got 8. Magic Knight on 5 out of 8. Ed's on 4 out of 8. Did I mention you, Quail, with 4? Let's see what you got for 9, and we'll see where we stand in terms of contenders for the big honour of maybe sharing winner this week. Name the black and gold rally burner from this 1985 Christmas catalogue. There's the picture. And the answer is, I thought some of you would go for Night Burner because it's dark. It's not a super burner. I don't think a mega burner even existed. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. You tell me. But I do know that that is an ultra burner. So a sound off out of 9. Everyone on the ball out of 9. What have you got in tonight's Way of the Exploding Quiz? Our Christmas special quiz. Which for some reason we've not had any technical faults for the last 20 minutes. Touch wood. I am very, very happy to say 4 out of 9 for Skewy Cat. 6 out of 9 for Mr. Juicy. Following up hot on the heels. Out of 9. 7 for Darth Fargle. So far, what have we got? We've got 7. Darth Fargle looks to be in the lead. Is that right? 5 for Addicted. 4 for Ren. 2 for Middle-Aged Gamer Guy. 4 for Quail. 6 for Floof Monkey. Ken on 6. 5 for the grey hair. 6 for Magic Knight. What have we got? Normally Insta's a little bit behind, but today it's on the ball. Apple Markintosh on 3. And Big MWC78 also on 3. Hugely well done to everyone. So it looks like Darth Fargle is out in the lead, but there are several people. Hang on, wait, stop. Roll back. Everyone roll back. Hold the press. Ladies and gentlemen, I want a big shout out to Janet. Janet coming out of nowhere with 9 out of 9, ladies and gentlemen, as we move into the final moments of this evening's special Christmas quiz. Oh my God, that's absolutely incredible, Janet. 9 out of 9. No one can touch you as we go. Let's see if she can get the straight 10 to the 10th question in this evening's quiz, which looks like this. What item does Kevin use to scare off Marv in 1990s Christmas blockbuster Home Alone? It's called, isn't it called Angel, Face of an Angel? What's it called? The Angel with a Dirty Face or something like that. It's an old black and white gangster film on VHS. Let me see what you got. Out of 10, Angels with Dirty Faces. Is that right, Mr. Juicy? Out of 10, sound off. Out of 10, ladies and gentlemen. We still need to see it. We still need to hear it. 5 for Addicted to Retro. 5 for Skewy Cat. Thank you for this. Oh, it's a fake movie, is it? 5 for Ren, the grey hair, also on 5. 7 for Darth Fargle. So you didn't make that final score anyway, Darth Fargle, but nevertheless, very, very good. Floof, also on 7, as indeed is Mr. Juicy. Angels with Filthy Souls. Is that what it is? The fictional movie, the black and white movie in Home Alone on VHS. Yeah, because the gun goes off, doesn't he? And Marv thinks that there's some gangsters inside. 5 out of 10 for iQuail. 3 out of 10 for Middle-Aged Gamer Guy. May have done rubbish, but at least I got to die. At least I got the Die Hard ones right, because that's my favourite film. And I would never live it down. I know what you mean, nor would I. Ed's on 4. He also used a cardboard cutout, yeah, for shadows. Magic Knight doing very, very well on 7. GG's in the chat. Apple Macintosh and Big MWC on 4 out of 10. Well done. So good stuff. So good, everyone. Really, really impressed with all of you. You've done a great job this afternoon, this evening. Sorry for all of the technical shenanigans. I'd be lying if I didn't say it was distracting. It is. But I don't care, because it's Christmas. And I've got to spend an evening with you lot. We're a little bit late, but we don't mind. Have a great break. God knows I need it. Thank you for that, Rob. Have a great break. Try and take some time off, folks. Try and chill. I know Christmas isn't till next, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But in the run up to Christmas, I hope you find time to get everything done so that you can chill out, disconnect. My God, I need to do that. But I've really enjoyed tonight's show. Well done, Janet. News just in, Janet. Got 10 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen. She did it. She got the 10 out of 10 as well. That's absolutely extraordinary. Brilliant. Well, thank you to Instagram. Thank you to Twitch. Thank you to all of my friends on YouTube and, of course, X. I've been Jason Bradbury. This has been Way of the Exploding Show. And I'll be back in 14 days. I can't wait to see you. See you later, guys. See you, Jam Blends.